You see there's a collection of household items here? And you see I have a big sheet of paper. One half says sink, one half says float. First thing I want you to do is just using your own thoughts, separate out these items into two categories. The sink category, it's eyeglass cleaner bottle. Okay? Yep, that's everything on there. So you put into sink and float.
I don't know about some of these.
Yeah, well, you just make your best judgment. It is. Just make your best judgment. Whatever your opinion is. There isn't exactly a right and a wrong because we're going to do an experiment in a minute.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Okay. All right. Now, explain to me how you came up with deciding about your categories. About
this one, I don't know, metal. This one seems like it really would think because it's metal.
And
that's
why
pretty
was that?
dense. That's dense and kind of heavy. So is this pen. It's a bit thinner, but it's also kind of dense and heavy. I picked this because this is full of soda. It's really big and heavy. And this metal. This is just really big, and it doesn't really seem like it would float. This seems heavier. And then this is an eraser. It doesn't seem like it would sink. Sorry. It looks like it would sink because it's like it's very dense. This would float. I think it would float on it's empty and it's really light. This is probably light too. And the spoon is like it's other spoon frame. It's not made of metal. It's double spoon. This seems really flat, so this kind of floats. It also seems very light. This seems like this also has some air in it, so I think it might float. This is a bottle, so it looks like it might float or something. I don't know what to say about this one. It seems kind of light. This is a wood, so I think it would float. I think wood floats probably pretty well. It's kind of more light. This is totally empty. Empty. It doesn't really, it's just plastic. I think that would fit too.
Okay, now I heard you say two major categories. Major. I heard you talk about light and heavy is one category, and dense. Sometimes you say, oh, it's metal, it's dense. What do you mean by dense?
Means like this is just air. It's just kind of really densely used, packed in, and this metal inside is just a lot of metal packed in, so it's kind of full. The more heavier they are, because it's like it means it's more packed in. It's like a ball of clay, a bunch of air inside and dropping in there, and then they find like roll it up and put it in there.
Okay, well let's see. Now, would you like to see how your predictions were?
Yes.
Okay, Jake, record the predictions. Come on. Okay, here. We now put in the empty can. The empty can.
Empty can. Float.
Float. So your prediction was right on that, wasn't it?
Okay, so
Okay, it's got a little bit of diet.
Yay!
Okay, try another.
A little Costco bottle of medication.
Okay, empty bottle.
That's my Focalin. I think I can tell. Okay, that's empty. This is wood, and it seems to be floating.
Yeah, the wood's floating.
I can wash it off.
Yeah.
Hey. Just try to complete
Okay, now let's see this bottle.
This bottle, it floats.
It floats.
But only half. It doesn't float as well as everything else.
But it didn't sink, did it?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like super bad. Here's the pencil. It floats.
Okay.
This thingy.
The plastic container is floating.
The container is floating. Got some cleaner or something. I don't know what that is.
Let's see what it does. Don't touch it. Let's see what it does. Let's give it a moment. You predicted it would float, and it's floating. Yippee.
You person.
Okay. And what's your last item that you decided on?
The plastic spoon. That's what is good as a spork, but it seems to be floating.
Okay.
But I mean, just like
So,
that.
so far, all your floating predictions came out accurate, huh? Okay, Jake, come on.
Jacob.
Jake, we're in the middle of an experiment here. Focus.
Jacob, I think they're made of flesh, not water.
Okay, now the metal.
Metal spoon. Thanks.
Thanks.
This plastic thingy. Thanks.
Thanks.
Eraser. Thanks.
Well, let's see what
Cyberman.
the eraser do.
Eraser. Thanks.
Thanks.
Metal. Thanks. No, it's supposed to over here. Oh, damn. Damn. Coke. Giant Coke. I'm trying not to do it too wet because I probably want to drink it. Wait.
Well, now let's see what it's really going to do.
Damn, you got the pen
Jake,
wet.
come on. You don't need to have that kind of language.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay, let's see.
It's
It's
barely floating. It looks like it would probably sink
It's.
in more
Should we
water.
put more water in? See what happens?
No, it looks like
It
it's
looks like
floating.
it's floating.
It's like it's floating barely. Hey, down
So,
here. Looks like you break
interesting.
that camera.
Okay. Well, let's, I want to take a picture of, okay, so all of your predictions,
All right,
well, except for
the
this one.
To the Coke. Some of the drinks, I don't really care.
Okay. That was interesting, though. That was interesting to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, this seems so heavy. Because I have water on the inside.
Okay, let's see if I can do this picture without...
Without getting the barnacle in the picture. That's a good idea. Maybe your barnacle is magically air sticky. It sticks a little bubbles of air all up over it.
All right, and let's...
Oh, crap. That guy stopped.
Oh,